World War I, a war so vast, so destructive, that entire empires collapsed and the world order changed forever. This wasn't just a conflict of soldiers and trenches, it was the moment humanity discovered the terrifying potential of industrial-scale warfare. Bullets came faster, artillery louder, and death more impersonal than ever before. This war forged legends, scarred landscapes, and left millions psychologically shattered. In today's video, we're diving into the 10 most epic and devastating battles of World War Meuse. These are the moments that defined the war, the turning points, the catastrophes, and the battles where courage clashed with chaos. Des Meuse-Argonne Offensive. The Meuse-Argonne Offensive was the largest military operation in American history, involving more than 1.2 million US soldiers pushing through dense forests and fortified German positions. The terrain was unforgiving, filled with tangled wire, machine gun nests, and artillery firing non-stop. Every hill became a struggle. Every yard demanded sacrifice. For US troops new to the horrors of trench warfare, this was their baptism by fire. After weeks of brutal fighting, American troops finally broke through the German lines, forcing them into retreat. The offensive shattered German morale and directly led to the armistice, the end of World War I. The Meuse-Argonne wasn't just a victory, it marked the moment the United States emerged as a world military power. 9. Battle of Tannenberg. At the start of the war, Russia launched a surprise invasion into East Prussia, catching Germany off guard. The Germans responded with speed, precision, and brilliant use of intercepted Russian radio messages sent without encryption. What followed was a massive encirclement operation, one of the greatest in military history. The Russians found themselves surrounded, cut off from escape, and crushed. The result was catastrophic for Russia. 90,000 soldiers captured and tens of thousands more killed or wounded. The entire Russian army in the region collapsed, while Germany became convinced of its military superiority on the Eastern Front. Tannenberg wasn't just a victory, it was psychological warfare on a national scale. 8. Second Battle of the Marne. By mid-1918, Germany launched what it hoped would be the final blow to end the war. They attacked with speed and intensity, crossing the Marne River and pushing Allied lines backward. But what they didn't know was that the Allies had learned to predict German tactics and had secretly prepared a massive counterattack, reinforced by fresh American troops. When the counteroffensive began, the momentum completely changed. Allied tanks, infantry and artillery surged forward, smashing German positions and forcing a retreat. The Second Battle of the Marne marked the turning point of the war. From this moment on, Germany was never on the offensive again. 7. Battle of Jutland. Thousands of sailors aboard massive steel battleships clashed in the cold waters of the North Sea. The British Royal Navy and German Imperial Navy unleashed enormous naval firepower, a storm of steel shells and explosions that shook the ocean. Visibility was poor, the seas were rough, and every miscalculated movement risked a ship sinking with hundreds of men on board. Although the battle ended without a clear victor, Jutland proved something critical. Germany could not break Britain's naval blockade. The seas belonged to the British. It was the first and last great battleship duel of its kind. After this, naval warfare changed forever. 6. Brusilov Offensive. General Alexei Brusilov launched one of the most innovative offensives of the war. Surprise attacks, camouflage, and coordinated artillery strikes. Tactics decades ahead of their time. Russian troops punched through Austro-Hungarian defenses so quickly that entire enemy units collapsed, surrendering in waves. It was Russia's most successful campaign of the war, but victory came at a terrible cost. Russia lacked the industrial strength to replace the men and supplies it lost, while Germany sent reinforcements to save Austria-Hungary. The offensive weakened Russia internally and accelerated political chaos back home, contributing to the Russian Revolution the following year. 5. Passchendaele. Passchendaele is remembered not for its strategic value, but for its misery. Weeks of rain turned the battlefield into a nightmarish swamp. Soldiers sank waist-deep into mud, horses disappeared beneath the surface, and equipment jammed with dirt. Artillery craters filled with water became deadly traps. Men drowned where they stood, unable to escape. Despite all this, the Allies fought forward inch by inch. After months of unimaginable suffering, they finally captured the ruins of Passchendaele. The victory gained only a few miles of territory, but at the cost of over 500,000 casualties. Passchendaele became a symbol of the futility and horror of trench warfare. 4. Gallipoli campaign. The Allies attempted a bold plan to seize the Dardanelles Strait and knock the Ottoman Empire out of the war. Troops from Britain, France, Australia and New Zealand, the ANZACs, landed on steep cliffs guarded by hidden machine guns. The beaches turned into killing fields within minutes. Soldiers dug shallow trenches in sand that offered no protection from artillery. For 9 months, the Allies fought uphill against an enemy determined to defend their homeland. Disease, heat, lack of water, and constant sniper fire made life unbearable. In the end, the campaign failed, and the Allies withdrew. For Australia and New Zealand, Gallipoli became a founding legend. For the Ottomans, it was a moment of heroic defence. 3. First Battle of the Marne. With lightning speed, German troops advanced through Belgium and into France. Paris seemed doomed. Civilians could hear artillery in the distance. Desperate, the French government ordered hundreds of taxicabs to transport soldiers to the front line. This improvised effort worked, getting men to the battlefield faster than the Germans expected. The French and British counterattacked fiercely, halting the advance and saving Paris. The failure of this offensive forced Germany to abandon hopes of a quick victory. The war then turned into trench warfare, a stalemate that would last years and cost millions of lives. 2. Battle of Verdun. Verdun was designed by Germany to bleed France dry. They didn't aim to take the city, only to cause maximum casualties. For 10 months, soldiers fought over every hill, every fort, every inch of ground. Artillery destroyed the landscape so completely that forests turned into wasteland. Forts were reduced to rubble. Entire units vanished under continuous shelling. The French held the line through sheer determination. With the slogan, "They shall not pass," France refused to surrender. Verdun became the longest, most exhausting battle of the war, with over 700,000 casualties. It remains a symbol of national endurance and sacrifice. 1. Battle of the Somme. To relieve pressure on French troops at Verdun, the British launched an offensive along the Somme River. After a week-long artillery bombardment, soldiers went over the top, expecting the German defences to be destroyed. They weren't. Machine guns rained bullets onto advancing troops. On the first day alone, Britain suffered 60,000 casualties, the worst day in its military history. The battle dragged on for months. When it ended, more than 1 million soldiers were dead or wounded. The Somme revealed the full horror of trench warfare, a grinding machine that swallowed lives and offered almost nothing in return. It became the defining tragedy of World War I. World War I wasn't just a clash of armies, it was a clash of worlds. Old tactics met new technology, and the result was destruction on a scale humanity had never seen. These battles remind us of the price paid for every lesson history teaches. If you enjoy this video, please like, share and smash that subscribe button. See you guys next time.